Hi, and welcome back for your spiral line mobility and elasticity day. Much like all of our other elasticity videos, most of the poses that you see in this video will be familiar from last week's, but we're adding on movement and elasticity of the muscles of the fascial line to those movements. When you're ready, we'll start in tabletop. Go ahead and take your right hand to the back of your head, right where the base of your neck meets your skull. Take your right elbow, dip it down towards your left thumb, taking a little twist here, and then opening up into that twist. And starting off with that as our movement this morning or today, dipping your elbow down and lifting up for 8. Twist. These are all very controlled movements. 7. Down, open for 6. Down. 5. 4. 3. Keeping your abdomen up away from the floor. 2. And 1. Come back down, hands to knees. Bring your left hand to your skull and sending your elbow down towards your thumb and up. 9. Twist open. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3, 2, last one, dip and twist. Back into tabletop, come all the way up into a standing position. Take your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. You're kind of in between what would be your straddle forward fold and your regular Tadasana feet. Finding a place where you feel really stable, maybe take a little bounce in your knees. Take your arms out in front of you. On your exhale, bend your knees, send your right arm between your legs, your left hand back, finding this little twist. On your inhale, lift up, and then left hand between, right arm back. Great, so that's our movement. Up on your inhale, swing to the left on your exhale, up on your in, right on your exhale. And 20 of these. 1, up. This is 2. Up, down, up. 3, 4. And letting there be a lot of bend in your knees. 5, 6, 7. Think about your chest opening to each side. 8, 9, 10, halfway there. 11, 12, 13. Let your arms be a little bit loose here. 14, so that you're really using the momentum of their swing and your fascial line is catching at the top and bottom. Oh, I lost count. You're going to hate me. We'll call this 16, 17, 18, almost there, 19, last one, 20. And stand up, shake your legs out. Take your right foot in front, left foot behind for a pyramid pose. Bring your hands right to your hips. Press your feet down into the mat. Specifically noticing the triangle of your foot. So the corner behind your big toe, your pinky toe, and then the back of your heel. Forming that triangular push down into the mat. From here, keep a tall spine. Start to rotate your body to look over towards your right side. Feel your right hip kind of pull back a little bit here. Now focusing on your foot, take your arch and just lift the arch of your foot up off of the floor a little bit. So you're still grounded in the triangle of your foot. You might especially feel grounded in the ball joint of your big toe here as you twist up and away from it. Still just a little bit twisted. One more exhale here. Nice and controlled, come back to center. And on your exhale, take that little twist. We're doing 10 of these. Inhale to center. Exhale, little twist. Keep the arch lifted. This is 3, 4. These are not huge movements. 5, 6. Just think about turning your shoulders. 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to center. Step your left foot back further on your mat. Come into your crescent lunge. Now you can have your back knee down here if you need to, but if you're able to, definitely have the back knee lifted. Just adds a little bit more to your spiral line. But again, as we're building strength, we're building mobility, noticing when it's better serves your body to place that back knee down. You do have a little bit of a bent knee. Really engaging through your glute, engage through your core here. Place your hands on your shoulders. Glute and core engagement give you that nice long spine. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, twist your shoulders over to the right. You might feel this twist happening all the way down through your hip, through your leg. And we're holding here for 10, 9, 8. Use your exhales to twist, to squeeze through your abdomen. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back up into center. Use some stability. Step your back foot up, feet together. This time stepping your left foot forward, your right foot back, finding your pyramid. Taking some breath here, grounding through your foot. And finding that little lift of your arch up and away from the floor. Tall spine, start to find your twist over towards the left side. And once again, you might feel your left hip, your front hip draw back a little bit as you twist, and your right hip draw forward. Depending on the amount of mobility that you have in your hips and your glutes, your piriformis, all of these back body muscles, this might also be a fairly intense stretch for that back body. Just noticing that. All right, taking one more exhale here. On your inhale, coming back to center. Exhale to twist. Inhale back into center. Exhale, twist. Feel that line kind of rebound as you come back to center. Twist. Center. This is 4. 5. Keep going. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one, exhale completely, 10. Back into center, step your right foot back this time. Make your decision on your back knee being up or down, but either way, it's just a little bit bent. Engage through glutes. It's so important to have that stability through this stretch here. That's the whole point of this program, is to make sure that you're finding mobility with something stable behind it. So knowing those correct muscles to engage is so important. So glute, abdomen tucks in, finding that long lower spine. Hands to your shoulders. Take an inhale. With your exhale, twist over towards the left. Just shoulders are an approximation of what your spiral line, what your spine is doing. Holding this for 10, 9, 8, continue breath, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come back into center, nice and stable. Step your back foot up, step your feet together, shake out your legs just a little bit, and come all the way down onto your stomach. Bring your arms out into a T. Your forehead can either be on the floor for this twist that we're about to do, or you could bring your right cheek to the floor, as you find if you'd like a little bit more. Take your left leg up, push through your heel leg. It's really, really straight. And start to roll open onto your right shoulder. Now your leg is not dropping all the way down to the ground. We're using some core work, some back work, and stability through that spiral line to keep you from rolling all the way over. Just a couple more breaths here. Push through both feet, both hands. On your inhale, come back into center. Keep your left leg lifted. Take a breath here. We're just going to do a little flow here. On your exhale, roll open. On your inhale, come back to center. Now these are nice and slow, so slow breaths. Exhale, roll open. Inhale, back to center. Engage through your glute. Exhale, roll open. Inhale, come back to center. One more. Exhale, roll open. Stay here. Start to bend your knee, either just keeping your knee bent and staying right here, or if you can, you might reach behind you with your right hand and grab onto that foot. Totally up to you, up to your mobility. It's really easy in yoga class to feel like we're not successful if we're not doing the quote-unquote full pose. But whatever pose is most beneficial and works for your body, that's the full pose. It's definitely a practice of non-judgment and non-attachment to what it looks like, and much more about what it feels like. Keep kicking back into your hand, even if you don't have your hand. Kicking back, bent knee. One more breath here. And let go of your foot, roll back into center. Take your hands underneath you for like a little Sphinx pose. Left hand stays underneath you, right hand reaches around, grabs onto your left foot. And this is familiar from last week, so if you needed a strap last week, maybe you need a strap again. Totally up to your body. We're pressing the left foot towards the right hip here, and opening the shoulders towards the left side. Belly is still engaged and a little bit firm to help protect your lower back here. If your lower back starts to get twingy at all here, just come out of it a little bit. Lay a leg a little bit further down on your mat. Let your lower back relax and be long. And just holding this for a few more breaths. And drop your foot down, come back into center. All right, this time opening your arms up into a T, left cheek or forehead down onto the mat. Start to pick up through your right foot. Keep your leg long and rolling open over your left shoulder, not placing your foot down, keeping your glute really engaged to support your twist here, support you from rolling all the way over. That's really the last part of the elasticity in the muscle, is this ability to have what's called eccentric contraction, where the muscles are working to hold you in a certain spot. And come back in towards center. Keep your leg up. Exhale back over into that twist. Inhale to center. Exhale back over. Nice and slow, just 3 more. Back to center. Exhale. Back to center. Empty, glute engaged, core engaged, twist open. Last one, back to center. Twist open. This time bend your knee, let your foot drop towards the mat, and maybe you grab onto your foot if it's accessible. Your right arm stays down on the mat, right hand is down. So you're not all the way rolled open onto your shoulder. You want this little spinal twist happening, which means that you're turning your shoulders toward the mat, even as you're turning your hips toward the ceiling. Let go of your foot. Come back in towards center. Finding that little sphinx pose, the little brace of your right arm underneath you. Reach around with your left hand, grab onto your right foot, and starting to bring your right foot down towards your left hip. And again, wherever this works for you, if you need to loop a strap around your left or your right foot, hold on to that. If you're able to sit up a little bit more or need to sit down a little bit less. And breathing into this. Couple more breaths. And let go of your foot. Come up into a tabletop. Take a little movement if that helps you, if that's nice for you. You could do little C-spines or a couple of little cat-cows. And start to come into a half pigeon-ish with your right foot forward. This is the same half pigeon that we did last week, where we're taking a 90-degree angle with the front leg and a 90-degree angle with the back. Once you have that 90-90, beginning to pull yourself over your front shin. You might even brace your left hand against your right foot to kind of help you out. And you can start to straighten out the back leg a little bit here, but really we're keeping it at least a little bit bent. So if you usually are very much in your half pigeon and up off of your hip with your leg straight, I want you to actually take this differently today and be on the right hip with the left knee bent. So taking a few breaths just here. And take your left hand underneath your right, thread the needle. It's okay if you haven't gone all that far. I don't have my left arm fully down on the mat. I'm certainly still raised up off of the mat. So, wherever you are here, really we're just looking for the twist through the spine coupled with the twist that we have in the leg in the half pigeon. We're accessing the full spiral line here by doing that double twist. So wherever you are in the twist, as long as you've kind of got that intention of finding it, then you're there. Find some extra full belly breaths. Just feel your belly expand and contract against your leg. And come back up into center. Start to switch legs. Not moving too quickly into this. Really notice how the left leg is different from the right leg. Different adjustments that you need to do. And as slowly as you went into the right side, use that same concentration going into this left side. Taking a few breaths just right in center once you get here. And then on your next breath, threading your needle right underneath left. Full deep breath. Few more moments here. And start to come back up into center. Swing your back leg around to the front. Find yourself lying all the way down on your mat. Take a full body stretch here. Reach your arms up overhead. Feel the length through your spine. And then start to settle yourself down into your rest pose. Pausing the video if you'd like a little bit more time. And ask your body to relax down. Thank you for joining me for class today. I hope you enjoyed your spiral lines. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. Honor yourself for your practice, for your work. Namaste.